Hi guys. Hello, hello, hello.
Happy Friday.
It is Friday.
Wow.
It's been a fabulous Friday.
Isn't it amazing to be alive?
It's a good thing to be alive.
It really is. You know how you share things in life? We share pretty much even our monthly visit. So that works out really well.
At least I have a very fun flow. She doesn't.
I don't have a nice flow. So
It's good that we're all women in here because we can share this with you.
and I think most of us share virtually actually the time of the month. So we PMS together. We go on this journey together. We go through the ups and downs of life and the in-betweens. So thank you.
Yeah, I shared today that I have to take my Primrose capsules because it is intense. And Primrose, for those of you who don't know, is it's like a natural omega non-GMO capsule that I take to help with PMS, with hormone balance, and to just help with the cramps and everything in between. Yes,
It's a beautiful day to be alive and to share all the goods and the not so pretty.
Yeah.
But I don't think we came here to talk to you about us. We came here to talk about life and how we can control our choices with something very simple and looking at them as being destructive
Or being productive. And I know
So-
that one of the biggest issues for us is the weekends. The weekends come and that's when we're more tempted to
Gravitate towards the things that are not on the plan.
that are destructive. So we wanted to come in here and share some tips on what you can do to control your mind, because your mind is the steering wheel that is going to take you to the victory of success. And yes, there are times when you think like you should be having a cookie, where you think you should deserve to eat a pizza, where you deserve an ice cream, but in reality, you are just self-destructing yourself.
It's self-sabotage.
It is not productive to allow yourself to even go there.
Not at this time. So if you are on weight loss and you're looking to achieve your goals, and a lot of us have started on...
Hi, Lynn.
Hello, we've started on a journey of 80 days, or you're starting this nutrition plan. What happens is when we self-sabotage and gravitate towards a cookie, when we go towards the ice cream, we lose all the hard work and effort that we've put in Monday to Friday. And then the weekends come, all hell breaks loose, and then
We
you
are
come
emotionally
back
distraught.
on Monday feeling like crap. You feel the guilt. You're like, why is the scale like this? It's unbelievable. I'm not going to be able to live anymore. No,
Or this doesn't work.
Or it doesn't work. And it's not that. It's just a matter of you stopping and going. You don't allow the process to really do its work and take its course because you're self-sabotaging throughout certain days. Or I know for me in the past, PMS was a free ticket for Norris to just binge eat. I will be the first to admit it. Oh, heck yeah, because it's not fun. Cramps are not fun. I feel like crap. My hormones are all over the place. And if you tend to be a moody person...
Food at this point, and I'm speaking from personal
Sensory-wise.
experience. Food like soothes people. Like I was telling Norris, like I miss my parents, and I'm a 41-year-old woman. I miss like comforting things, right? I told my husband I need I need to just cuddle, lay down.
If you have questions, please.
So yes, it is true. You know, you go in through the emotions, but you have to be in control.
Be aware of them. Like grab them with they're tangible, because there are emotions that are real, palpable, like that you can just name them.
They exist.
They exist. That's why we have
Don't
to journal.
ignore them.
Don't ignore them. I feel crappy. Share them with your significant other or those around you. I'm having a tough day today, but it's okay. I am in control. I'm going to have some tea. I'm going to sleep a little bit more. That's what I've been doing.
Give yourself some TLC. Like
Give
allow
yourself some grace.
some grace. Today I've been on a slow motion. I've been like a snail. I actually talked my way through getting a shower, talked my way through working out, talked my way through. I don't even feel like eating, honestly. I don't. I'm not hungry.
And when you're this way, really the food is not going to really create anything but a spiral effect that you don't want. Because this is the where I want to get to, we want to get to. When you have a piece of sweet cookie, right?
You're not just going to have one cookie.
It can be a cookie. It can be even something that's high in sugar. Automatically, our brain and our sensory...
It triggers.
It triggers more. I don't know about you, but I can't stop at one Oreo. If I have one Oreo, I will have the whole box. Anybody that knows me knows that I will. I cannot have Oreos around. I will have all of them. Because it's the sensory, it's salty, it's sweet, it's everything, and the combination of disaster, of binging, of just
going for it because it makes you feel good in that moment.
Instantly.
And it is true. It is almost like a drug. It's just
same with like chips,
salty stuff.
like Doritos. You pop up, even the sound of Pringles.
Or popcorn.
It's a sensory thing. If you go to the mall, the first thing that you're attracted to is the cinnamon one because it's just a sensory overload of the smell. You go to a pizza place, the first thing you start thinking is the cheese.
So that's the reality.
That's comfort.
And we understand it is the reality. So now we recognize that it is not healthy for us. It would be destructive for us to give in to the thought. So now we're aware of it and we move past that. And we
want to know, and we want you guys to know that it takes sacrifice. Both choices do. Because
you're
saying
either gonna
yes
go
to the cookie, you're sacrificing
your
not
results.
the right now, but you are sacrificing the results of your tomorrow and down the line. The same is when you choose.
When you say, okay, so instead of the cookie, what can I do? So I recommend highly that, when you're thinking about, oh my God, but I really want something sweet. So change the thought and look for something that is a healthy alternative that will give you the satisfaction. So at this point, I know I'm craving sweet food. But what I do is, I understand chocolate Shakeology satisfied the sweetness. I prepare it in a different way. So I make it like ice cream. I make it thicker. I put in extra green leaf vegetables because the green leaf has higher ingredients of iron, and I'm right now being iron deficient. So I need that. And then the other thing I need to add is more nuts. So I have PB2 at home. I'll add PB2 into my Shakeology for dinner. Specifically, why dinner? Because it's at nighttime and it's when I'm prone to have a mishap. So I will do that. Another thing is I have these cacao nibs that I got from Amazon. And they give me the cacao and the crunch of chocolate. So I still have those. And I think, okay, so I am not the other thing is, like, for the nighttime, you can make, if anything, like the muffins. If you're going to consider doing something like that, then make the muffins and have that and be okay.
Always choose the higher road, and there's always options. Recovery, if you guys have the chocolate form, I tried it this week. Guys, I share this because I go through it. I devoured it because it's so delicious. You can make it into a pudding. It's the simplest thing to make. Get a glass container because it's easier to kind of dip. Do 1 scoop of the recovery. Mix it in with water until the consistency that you like.
Pudding-like.
If you have strawberries, you can dip it with a banana. Bananas are high in potassium. They're sweet, but they're better than Oreos. And it takes away that need to gravitate towards something that you don't want. So you're making a sacrifice of choosing
the Oreo or choosing
or something that's
going
to help you, that tomorrow when you wake up, you're feeling more in control, you're feeling satisfied, and you feel that you are winning rather than having the thought of, I shouldn't have done that last night. Look at how bloated I feel today, how crappy I am. Here I go again, messing this up. This just doesn't work. It works for them, but not for me. Let's stop right there. Self-destructive thoughts that are derailing you from moving forward.
Yeah. And don't, I understand that it's right now.
The best.
Right now is the moment where you're feeling the need and you're like, but I want it now. It's okay. The sacrifice of feeling what you want now for how you want to live later. So don't think of just right now in the moment. Don't think of even a week from now. Think how you're going to feel 7 years from now. Then add that to your memory and be like, it's true. I'm going to sacrifice this moment right now, but I'm going to think about the health that I'm going to establish and, I guess, reap 7 years from now. And you'll be more in control of it. because you're putting it into practice.
And it's the long term, because I don't know about you, but every time I do treat myself once in a while. Right now I'm not, because I'm in the 80-day journey with all of you, and treats are just not in my book right now. But when you make those unhealthy choices, it feels so good right there and then. You're like, oh, it's so delish. But then the second day comes around, the scale is up, the bloat comes in. And then the third, you start having now cravings that you were trying to hash in the beginning of the week. So now you're starting all over again from scratch. So you're kind of in the hamster wheel again of this vicious
You're trying
cycle.
to catch up to yourself, and what happens is this. You have to understand, once you clean up your palate, it takes about a week for you to get over the fact that you need sugar in your life, or that you need so salty things.
Sugar's like cocaine.
It's just
the moment you try it again.
It's just the same as a drug. It's like, you can look it up, and there are studies that have been made. It turns something in here where it immediately makes you want more. But the minute you cut it out, you no longer want it or crave it. So you need to know that once you insert sugar,
know the consequences of it right after.
Yeah.
It's an automatic. I don't care who you are. I go through it myself.
So it's the sacrifice, and it's the sacrifice you pay for the long-term result. And I know for a fact I considered myself a sugar addict, and I thought I couldn't live without sugar. But I proved that I can, and you can too.
And there's alternatives. It's not like, oh my gosh, my life is over. No, absolutely not. But we do want vitals to be good. We don't need diabetes in our life. Like, look at it for what it is. Like, yeah, instantly it feels good, but then what? What sacrifices are you gonna, is it really that important right now? So outweigh your choices. Make sure that this weekend you are in control. We are all women up in here. And we love that feeling of feeling in control of what our next meal is.
If you're surrounded by friends and they're going to be drinking, then grab yourself seltzer water, put in squeeze some fresh lime in there. I'm looking into the phone to see if you guys have any questions so that we can answer them right here, right now. Plop in even crushed mint leaves. It gives the drink a little flavor, and it makes you think like you're having a mojito without all the added calories. And yes, the scale will get bloated once you make those mishaps, So in the end, guys, we're in this for the long haul. We're here not today just to give you an idea of what your life could look like. We're here to help you make the shift. But when you're making the shift, you have to automatically open up the thought. Is this being productive for me right now, or is it being destructive? And this weekend, really have a moment and be reflective of that, and make your journal entries all about that. Today I made a productive choice.
All the choices. All the
Today
wins.
I made a productive choice. I'm going to make all my productive choices because I'm moving towards my goal. Once you speak what you want, you start to walk in the results. And you believe it. So talk your way into, yes, Nani, we're blood. It's in our blood. It's in our society. It's so normal. It's so normal to be, surrounded by sugar and to crave the sugar, but it's not impossible to live without it. Okay? So just think of the benefits that come afterwards and know that there is change, and it's not overnight. So most of us are over 20, so it's taken more than 20 years to create that habit. It's not going to happen overnight. There's going to be failures, there's going to be setbacks, but there's going to be growth.
Yes. If you're willing to go through it. So we're rooting for you. We're rooting for ourselves this weekend. Let's hang tight.
And let's check in the group. The reason why you see that Norris and I keep tagging people that are in the group, there's 77 of us, is because we know there's power in community. We know there's power in support.
You're not alone.
We know that when you step on the scale and you see the number, you feel proud and you share it. But when it doesn't represent results,
feel like, wow.
You feel crappy. You feel
demotivated, like unmotivated to continue, and what's the point?
Like you failed, and then you're embarrassed, and then you shy away. And we're not here to point fingers. We're here to support you and to say, you can do it.
And every choice matters. And every new choice that you make this weekend that's a positive, that's going towards the right directions of your goals, share that. Like, yo, I used to, and I still do sometimes. If I'm like hosting and I have a whole bunch of pizza boxes, I'll take a snap of my Shakeology and the pizza right there, because I'm making the choice that better fits my needs, that are gonna make me feel better, right? Like, I already had pizza. I know how pizza tastes. It didn't serve my life any.
So yeah, Lynn, it's true. Check in to get through it. And
Yes.
we're not here to preach or like to make things that make you think that we're better or more than or less than you. We're here just to support you, truly, and we want the best for you. So with that, guys, love you. Just keep drinking your water, keep eating your veggies.
Have tea. Tea helps at night to
And
soothe.
I'm gonna go home and rest.
I have to go work out. I haven't missed
God
a day.
bless you. It's like day.
Yay! All right, guys. Be blessed.
Bye.
Bye.